All right. Thank you for being here. Uh-oh. Security broke down again. We got problems over there, Steve. Okay. We got problems. Get the yellow shirts out. Okay. We are getting ready to leave for the Valley tomorrow morning, and excited about the opportunity to play. Good team, all the stuff. What an interesting matchup this is in a lot of ways. They had a terrific start a week ago. We got a win, and we're going to have to play well to beat them. We're looking forward to this chance.
How are things looking on the injury front right now?
On the injury front, you know, DeMornay has been nursing a shoulder all week. We think he's going to play. And David Neville has an ankle, and we hope he can play. We're just going to see how he responds by game time, probably.
How do you feel about how Farniok did in his play?
I think it's been pretty seamless. You know, I think that if indeed he ends up playing, it'll be a good baptism for him for sure.
Getting any updates on the air out there? You guys are playing the game of 1:30 Pacific and all that jazz.
What is that? That was a movie, wasn't it? The Air Up There? Yeah.
Yes.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, that was good. The Air Out There. Yes, DVD. I talked to DVD today. Kate Riley this morning said it was a lot better today, and then DVD said it was getting worse as he drove south from Portland. But I haven't talked to him since that time. But, you know, I think they're all expecting it to be kind of okay by the time we play the game.
Mike, are there any true freshmen who didn't play that you would like to for sure play this week? Or is it at that point now where it's just kind of based off of depth with guys who haven't played yet?
You know, I think that the last thing you said is probably the closest to what it'll be. We are ready to play Brendan Hymas. You know, I mean, but we're gonna be thoughtful about it, and so he's being prepared, getting ready to play. So, you know, that would not be necessarily. We're gonna be careful about Damian Daniels. We're gonna be careful about Guy Thomas. They're traveling, and possibly will play at some point. Maybe not quite as close.
Mike, you've lived with the air quality out there when there's been fires before.
Yeah.
Did you address it with your team, or did you want to have them ignore it?
Well, I told, you know, I think a lot of our players had heard about all the fires, so I felt the need to talk to them about it. And, you know, I think that it is, you're right, from time to time in the Valley, it's like that. So it can be a factor, but I told them we're just going to practice and get prepared to play, and then if we need to make an adjustment, we will. And, you know, they've already talked about bringing some extra oxygen and just whatever might be necessary. I'm hoping it's not.
If DeMornay doesn't play or he is limited, who are you looking to step up there?
Tyjon's ready. He's had a great week. He's gotten a lot of repetitions because DeMornay isn't in there, and I'm excited about Tyjon Lindsey.
What are 2 or 3 things you really want your team to do in this game, specifically against Oregon?
Well, I think that, you know, I guess there's a, what would you call it, a non-tangible thing, and just go into that stadium. It's quite an environment and compete like crazy. It'll be good for this moment. It'll be good for our season. It will be, you know, the ability to go in there and focus and compete will be a big factor actually in winning the game. And being able to kind of drown it out and play football. Really good poise is the word. And then the tangible things are we have to have good balance, and that means in that one side of it we have to run the ball. And with that, all of our other stuff will be better. And then defensively, we have to stop the run or control it as best we can, and we really have to manage well explosive plays defensively. That's the game right there. And the kicking game is big that way too. You know, I think we can be threatening, obviously, and I know they are.
Do do you have a sense that Oregon will commit to the run more than maybe Arkansas State did?
You know, I think that they may like what they saw in the game film, but my guess, and I probably shouldn't even go this far because it's who knows. My guess is they have good runners and they want them to run the ball.
Were you your last year at Oregon State? Did you see Royce Freeman as a
yes,
freshman?
way too much of him.
And then what have you seen growth-wise over his career? That makes
oh, he looks. I don't think Royce had a healthy year a year ago. He looks like himself to me.
What makes Autzen so loud? Only capacity of 55,000, but what makes it so loud?
You know, I don't know if it's design or there's a little bit of an overhang Northwest style roof on it. You know, I don't think that's it. I think it's real tight. I think the people are right on top of you, and maybe the shape of it. But it, for whatever reason, you're right. But whatever reason it is loud. One of the top 5 for me, for sure.
What do you remember about your last trip there? You guys were pretty close to winning that game.
Yeah, that was a really good football game. That brings back bad memories because we took the lead, I think, with, what was it, 129 to go, and then we got Marioted. So it was really disappointing, but I was proud of us. We came back after that, hit a nice play, and then almost hit Brandon Cooks in field goal range to win the game. So it was a good football game. It was really, really, really disappointing to lose it.
Mike mentioned a lot of your younger players, how well they've shown out in practice in their first big game. You know, a lot of jitters kind of out of the way, but going to a newer, loud environment like that, unfamiliar territory. I guess going in, one won't know until like the game is playing. But going in, how confident are you in those young guys to perform at the same level on the road away from home?
Now, you know what? I've got a lot of confidence in this group in general, and the young guys that played for the first time, Boodle and Eric Lee, I think that I would have to say they're pretty unflappable. Now they're gonna play against a lot of speed, but corners have to be smart. You can have all the corner talent in the world, but if you don't have some savvy about how to play it, you can't play the position. And so whatever you don't have, you compensate by being really intelligent about how to play and understanding the role you play in the game. And then, then I've got some other guys that are young freshmen that I don't think will blink a bit. I don't think DeAndre Thomas will blink. I don't think Tyjon Lindsey will blink. I think that those guys are pretty tough-minded people.
Jevy, your emergency quarterback.
Yes. Yeah. He's one of those guys. If whatever happens, that we talk about the scenarios, we would play him and not want to, but wouldn't feel bad about it. He'd go in and play and do well.
This doesn't matter for this week, but have you heard any updates on Chris Jones and how close he could be?
Brian, I don't have any immediate thoughts, or nobody has told me anything that would indicate that this is on the verge of happening. So I can't see it for. We might talk about it in a month, that kind of deal.
How early?
It's hard to believe though, because you see him walking around. Are you sure he can't play? But
does he go on a trip? Do you take him on a trip like this?
Yeah, usually what I try to do is if we have seniors, like that, I'll try to take them on trips that we are not limited. This is a non-conference game, so we can really take as many as we want to. So we'll take a few more, and we'll take Chris with us.
How early in fall camp did you guys start using the crowd noise, and how has the offense progressed in responding to that?
We started early. Like right off the bat, 2-minute drills. It was early on. Did it in spring. It's not only for the Oregon game. It's just a fact of football that you need to be ready for it. And I really, really hope that we're ready, because I've seen teams in that stadium not function for the first quarter. It's you can see it on film when you're watching the video. And so I really I feel confident in the preparation that we've had. We've tried to just really hit it hard this week, but also all during camp. And it's a real deal for sure, so it's important. Okay, gracias.